Hello, I'm Karen from Organised with KLC, and I'm truly honoured to have this opportunity to share some of my knowledge with you today. I hope you find it both thought-provoking and instructive. Now let's start with a little bit about myself. I'm a mum to three beautiful boys. I am the proud owner of my own business, Organised with KLC. I am a professional organiser and certified KonMari consultant. I'm also a Tupperware consultant, and I have over 15 years experience as a medical scientist, 13 of which as an embryologist. I'm also an avid gardener, love gardening and plants, and recently gained a horticulture qualification. And as you can see in this photo, I'm also an animal lover. This is me with our family dog, Abby. I'm here today to hopefully get you to think about the answer to this question. What will happen to your stuff when you are no longer here? And more specifically, I will be talking about decluttering your belongings now before your friends and family are left with the burden. When your loved ones are in the midst of grieving your loss, they are then burdened with the often enormous job of dealing with a lifetime of belongings, many of which are steeped in precious memories. The whole process can be daunting, if not totally overwhelming. Did you know that the main cause of arguments after the death of a loved one is centered around their belongings, even seemingly insignificant mementos with no monetary value? I'm sure most of us want to make our passing as easy and stress-free as possible on our loved ones. We've got prepaid funerals and we have wills, but have you thought about the necessary cleanup you will be leaving behind? Decluttering and minimalism have become popular catchwords in recent years, but each of us have a comfortable click point where we feel we have just the right amount of stuff. I'm not here today to convince you to live with less. I just want you to think about the things you own and whether some of them can be moved on. There have been a lot of research into the benefits of decluttering and organising our homes. It reduces stress, it makes us more productive. And did you know that the average person spends 6 years of their life looking for lost things? By donating your unwanted items, you can make a real difference in your community, and honestly, this all equates to more joy in our lives. So why wait? Why wait when you can reap the benefits now? Often decluttering isn't done until it becomes absolutely necessary, such as when downsizing to move into a retirement or nursing home. These times are often stressful enough. You may have poor health, a pressing deadline, and stress over the whole process. Throw having to declutter and reduce your belongings into the mix, and you have a recipe for overwhelm. So why wait? The perfect time to declutter is now. So how do you do it? Well, call me biased, but I believe that the KonMari method is by far the most efficient, practical and lasting method for decluttering and organising. The KonMari method was developed by tidying guru Marie Kondo. You may be familiar with her through her books and Netflix series. She developed this transformational method of tidying your home or even office that goes beyond traditional organising methods. The KonMari method of tidying starts by imagining your ideal lifestyle or goal setting if you prefer. You then choose what to keep according to whether or not the item brings you joy and will support you in your view of your ideal lifestyle or your goal moving forward. Items you choose to let go of are donated or discarded with gratitude. And tidying is done by category, not by room, and in the order of clothes, books, paper, miscellaneous items, such as those found in the kitchen and bathroom, and then sentimental items, which can be from any of the previous categories, are left until last. Finally, the organisation of your chosen items is done in a simple and easy to maintain method, without the need to purchase expensive or fiddly products. So how do you decide what to keep? Setting a goal and really delving deep into why you are doing this in the first place is really important. This goal will keep you motivated, but also be the reason why you are keeping or discarding some items. Keep only those that bring you joy and will support you with achieving your goal. So what is joy checking? When an item sparks joy, it gives you a little thrill of excitement when you hold it. When I teach my clients how to joy check their belongings, I ask them to hold a favourite piece of clothing and then tell me about it. Inevitably, they stand a little taller and have a smile on their face as they tell me about when and where they got it, or about a memorable occasion where they wore that item. That uplifted feeling is joy and should be used as a basis for keeping or discarding your belongings. Imagine being surrounded only with things that bring you joy. You may be thinking that is all well and good for a favourite jumper, but what about a can opener? This is where joy in function comes in. Say you have 2 can openers, but you prefer to use one of them and so the other just sits in the drawer collecting dust. Keep the one you enjoy using and let the other go. Continuing to remind yourself of your goal during the decluttering process, choosing what to keep will become easier. Traditional organising is done by room and not by category, but I believe this is where a lot of people become overwhelmed and discouraged and give up. Take the first KonMari category of clothes, for example, and compare it to tidying your wardrobe. You go through each item in your wardrobe and, whew, glad that job's done. But wait, you discover some jackets in the hall closet, a tub of out-of-season clothes in the garage, a laundry full of unwashed items. You now have to make decisions about these items all over again. It's not until you gather all items from the one category together that you can truly get a sense of how much you own. But also by comparing like with like, it is far easier to make decisions about what to keep. Say you have 10 jumpers in your wardrobe and you reduce these down to 6. But then you find another 5 spread out around the house. You have to decide which jumpers to keep all over again. It is mentally taxing and often overwhelming. If you pull all of your clothes out of the wardrobe and from other areas of the house to form a huge pile and just seems too much, that's perfectly okay. Just start with a smaller subcategory like jumpers or jeans. The key is to gather all similar items together, so you only have to make decisions about those items once. Does this still seem a little overwhelming? Well, it's okay to ask for help. Family and friends can be wonderfully helpful to maintain momentum and to act as a second or even third pair of hands. But make sure that they understand why you are doing this and that you need them to support you, not question all of your decisions. Alternatively, you can hire a professional organizer to assist and support you. Sorting through an entire home can be very time-consuming and mentally taxing. A professional such as myself can make the process a little bit easier and smoother. But go easy on yourself. I usually suggest tidying sessions don't go much beyond 3 hours. So, whether or not you are ready to declutter your home, I urge everyone to have a talk with their family and friends about your wishes for your belongings. It may seem a little macabre, but a casual conversation over a Sunday lunch may make the conversations a little bit easier. Ask people if they actually want the items you are planning to pass on to them. Do they want them, or will they become an unwanted burden? Maybe somebody else would like them. By having these conversations now, you can reduce the stress and conflict later. Whether it's in your legal will or not, everyone should have a list of what you want to go to whom, and your loved ones should each have a copy of your list or know what is on it. Maybe consider passing on family heirlooms while you are still alive, so that you can experience the joy of passing on your family history. It can also be useful to let your loved ones know what you're happy for them to pass on once you are gone, and give them some knowledge about the value of certain items. So that's it for me. Thank you so much for your time and allowing me to share some of my knowledge with you. If you have any questions or you're interested in working with me, please feel free to reach out by email or through my website. The details are here below. So thank you very much.